Hi there, Kirk Warren back, and here today I'm going to be telling you my persuasion argument. Today I'm going to be persuading you why jails and prisons, they need to change and be replaced with better alternatives. So I took a criminal justice class my very first quarter here, and I thought that was the career path I was going on. Turns out I wasn't going on that career path. Found a better one that I think better suited me, but I still learned a lot from that class, and I learned the horrors of prison and the horrors of jails that come out. One of the first well-known facts I think a lot of people hear about is people are only coming out worse. And I mean worse, worse. People may go in for petty crimes, maybe something they didn't even do, or something, they didn't even think would land them in jail. And then they end up there, and then they come out worse. And I mean much worse. They could start doing organized crime, they could start doing violent crimes. Things only happen worse once you go in and out of prison. Also, it's just an awful place to be. Murder, unspeakable crimes, really. I don't really want to talk about it here, but I think you know what I mean. It's awful what happens in there, and it shouldn't just be allowed. It's something that's currently ongoing, and it's kind of allowed. I want to talk about the better alternatives to prison too, like correctional facilities, therapy, prohibition. These have all led to bigger and better success. People leave there and they're much more likely to be ready to re-enter society, be functioning parts of society. And I just think there's no reason why we shouldn't do it, especially since it's actually cheaper. Did you know that? Prisons and jail, it's huge amounts of taxpayer money. It's costing you a lot of money when it's only making people worse and more crime happening. When we have the better options that are cheaper for you, for the taxpayer, for everybody. And it's going to lead to more people re-entering society and just society becoming better as a whole. Another argument I would like to talk, well, a counter argument is people who call jail a deterrent. They hear about this jail, prison, they hear it's how awful it is, and people just don't do crime because of how awful they hear this place is, but that never happens. I'll tell you that right now. The deterrent factor, there's not very good evidence for it, okay? People just hear about the prison, they hear about the jail, and they are continuing to do crime. Nothing's going to stop that. But we have people actually ready to fix these people, make them more highly functioning for society, get a job, have a family, Things just work out better when you come out of therapy or correctional facility. Another thing I want to talk about is how disproportionate we are when it comes to the money spending, because a lot of the money spending goes into jails and prisons when it could be going into schools, education. I want you to know most crimes are committed by poorer communities that have less education option. Now, if we took those prisons and those jails that are only making more crime happen, and we took them down and we made a more cost-effective way to help these people, and then we put that money into our education, less crime would be happening. I think it's just a very simple solution. I think jails and prisons are outdated, and it's been my personal opinion for a long time. And I think that's all I have to say on that.